Bolivia's capital is at an epicenter of chaos as protests and blockades continue across the country. The anti-government demonstrations have grown intense, pressuring President Rodrigo Paz to resign. In La Paz, videos released by the government appears to show protesters forcing their way into the Departmental Court of Justice building. Footage filmed from inside the building shows gates being broken open as tensions are escalating. Security has since been tightened across the capital. Police is heavily guarding the Plaza Murillo, the square that houses the presidential palace and key government offices.
It's unfortunate that we have to suffer like this in this country. There's no produce, no diesel, no basic food staples because of the strike and the blockades. It's difficult to be in La Paz. It's as if we were under siege.
The protests have now triggered widespread shortages and transport disruptions across Bolivia. Road blockades set up by demonstrators have stranded trucks along major highways, slowing the movement of essential supplies. Authorities report that at least 32 roadblocks took place on Tuesday alone. Markets in several areas have been left with empty shelves. Hospitals are struggling to cope with shortage of oxygen and other essential medical supplies.
We need medicines. We need supplies that, because of the blockades, we cannot receive. Hospitals of greater complexity, hospitals of second or third level, besides this, also need food, oxygen and surgical supplies that are very difficult to access under the blockade conditions.
The weeks-long protests have escalated further in recent days. On Monday, the demonstrations escalated into a clash between police and thousands of protesters near the government palace. Authorities said that the unrest left at least 11 police officers injured and more than 100 people detained. And following this, several sectors of the country have called for peaceful resolution to the protest. Bolivia is facing its worst economic crisis in 40 years. Since taking office 6 months ago, President Paz has struggled to replenish the nation's shrinking fuel supplies. And at the same time, his government has faced pressure from powerful groups which are linked to former President Evo Morales. The government has accused political operators of trying to bring Morales back to power through the current wave of protests.